So basically what we do is we pick the one that's like, no, we're not gonna look for the actual secret. We're skipping through this, okay? We're skipping through it and we're gonna start the new storyline.
Something vital is missing on this island.
It starts here, really? Why you do this to me, game?
Isn't that bizarre?
Jesus Christ. I like his voice, by the way.
Food, huh?
I'm curious about the dream, but it's my duty to bring you back.
Ah, what a sterling example of dedication. In that case, I'll accompany you back to the police station first.
Oh, look who showed up. Heizou, you're finally back. Listen, if you took any longer to come back, everyone at the police station would be toast.
You say that every time I come back, Uesugi. What's that lady doing here?
Doshin Shikanoin, I see you finally returned. Please, enlighten us. What have you been doing recently?
He was stuck in a cage.
Since you're here, I have an extra favor to ask.
Oh, what's that?
I'd like you to be Shikanoin's temporary supervisor. It'll be your duty to ensure that he handles his case properly, and that he doesn't disappear and neglect his work again.
Heizou
Okay.
seems to be happy with the idea.
Alright.
Here, take this letter of complaint. It's written against you. Please consider carefully what to do with it. I do not wish to see another one. Understood?
A complaint?
Huh? Someone filed a complaint.
Although Madame Kujo-Sara just made some harsh remarks, we all know that Heizou-senpai is a real whiz when it comes to cracking cases. He's the biggest asset in our team.
Sorry, I was not expecting this man to call him senpai. No, that caught me off guard.
Oh, and since you agreed to be my temporary supervisor, you'll find the desk where new case files are kept right over there.
Right over there. I can just see him doing like so, like right over there.
Is there anything that caught your eye?
A few things actually. I am more concerned about the complaint letter against you.
I'm afraid this won't be an easy task. It's from Sango, the president of Bantan Sango Detective Agency.
Of course.
I assume you've met her before?
She wrote a complaint letter? How petty is this woman?
Sango's complaint letter accuses me of abusing my power for personal gain and blatantly concealing the truth behind the Ryuji case from years ago.
Ryuji
Seriously,
case?
do I really seem like the type of person who'd do that?
A little bit.
Concealing the truth? That definitely sounds like something you would do.
Hey, don't judge a book by its cover, alright?
My request is simple. Disclose all the details of the Ryuji case. It's time you stop hiding the truth and let me investigate it thoroughly.
First of all, that case has already been solved. Second, I've disclosed everything the police station has on the case. And third...
Enough! You can only fool Ryuji with that. If you don't want to cooperate, I can assure you that I will write more letters to the headquarters of the Tenryo Commission. I will not give up on this case.
What is she talking about? Care to fill me in?
Several years ago, a terrible murder took place in the police station. I was still working at the Tenryo Commission then, and the victim was actually my dear boss. Due to various factors, I was deemed to be the top suspect, which is why it's called the Ryuji case. Also, Heizou wasn't a part of the police station back then. He was a detective at the agency, which at the time was called the Bantan Sango and Heizou Detective Agency.
Dang, this is more awkward than I thought.
Sango thought that everything went smoothly, so much so that she suspected the real murderer was someone else. Of course, Detective Heizou was also helping with the investigation, but after a long time, he still came up empty-handed.
Well, maybe he just couldn't find them.
Let me set the record straight here. I did investigate the case later from within the police station. My conclusion was that the suspect Sango had caught was in fact the real murderer.
He's lying right through his teeth.
That's it. I want this to end once and for all. Since the Traveler's my supervisor today, they have complete access to all the police station's files. If she's willing to help re-examine the case and arrives at the same conclusion that I did, then you won't have to doubt me anymore.
Whoa. Huh?
Unless you don't trust the Traveler. Come on, Say it.
Fucking say it, Songo. I dare you.
It's not about whether the traveler's trustworthy. I'm just wondering if you will interfere somehow.
Fair.
The thought never even crossed my mind.
Mm-hmm.
You have to swear that you will not mislead the traveler by any means, and let her investigate the truth on her own.
I will. I shall not listen to him.
No problem. Cross my heart, hope to die.
Please stay alive.
Well, traveler, are you willing to help me with this? Will you agree to re-examine the Ryuji case and find the truth? You can bill me later for however much you'd like as compensation.
However much I like, you say. Alright, let's go.
Songo, really? However much they want.
I won't really ask for anything.
Traveler, I believe you can find out the truth. That Shikanoin is hiding something. I just know it.
He does seem like the person that would hide something.
Songo and Detective Heizou are both great people, but when they're together, only arguing ensues.
Oh, suck it up, Ryuji.
Suck it up, bitch. Like, why would he lie about a murder case and put someone in prison that didn't actually murder someone? That is harsh, right? So, I don't know. I hope they actually did catch the right person.
Alright, I'll go get those case files. You
Oreo.
go ahead and talk to Yoriki Owada for a while.
Alright. Sounds good. Oreo! Were you barking at me, buddy? Were you barking at me? Yes, you were. Yes, you were.
Everyone in the police station knew that Ryuji saw Takatsu Kasa Isamu like a father. Ryuji was an orphan, you know. Before he joined the station, he had been taking odd jobs here and there. It was Isamu who really took him under his wing. Ryuji worked with him for years after that, and was even promoted to be his personal assistant. Do you really think Ryuji would do anything to harm him?
Maybe not on purpose. What if it was an accident?
Within a week, and before all the loose ends had even been tied up, Ryuji received his conviction. Moreover, it was signed by Madame Kujo Sara.
Traveler, you may be unaware that the Takatsu Kasa clan has always been assisting the Kujo clan in the Tenryo Commission. But who doesn't want to be the boss, right? The Kujo clan saw him as a potential threat.
You youngsters and your conspiracy theories.
It's interesting, though.
No, it's true. It's the only way to explain it. Otherwise, why would an impartial person like Madame Kujo Sara sign Ryuji's conviction so quickly? They had to find a scapegoat to pacify the Takatsu Kasa clan, so Kujo Takayuki must have told her to sign it immediately. I'm not accusing Madame Kujo Sara of anything, mind you. I respect her very much. But maybe she had no other choice.
It turned out that after poisoning Isamu, Shiroyama secretly took the poison to Ryuji's place in order to frame him. Later on, the poison was also found in the forensic office, but that was already after Shiroyama's death. He confessed everything in a testament.
He confessed?
That's right. He hung himself in the forensic office not long after Songo was on his trail. Probably because he knew it was only a matter of time before he would be caught.
That's Jesus.
Of course, he didn't admit whether he had been prompted by Kujo Takayuki. He took the responsibility alone.
Hey, I brought the files.
Thank you.
I bet you got quite an earful just now, huh?
Yeah,
But don't believe everything they say.
definitely not.
After all, people can tell you anything, and it's hard to separate truth from rumors without facts.
Exactly.
So what really matters is the case files. Everything laid out here is all that the police station has about the case. Please, take a look.
Alright, let's be a detective. Thank you for helping me out and not influencing my choices. Clothes intact at time of death. No visible trauma observed on the body. No sign of a struggle. The throat was congested and swollen, caused by a cold before his death. Stomach contents include partially undigested soft rice residue. Small volume of fish liver paste residue, the main ingredient of which is highly concentrated fish liver extract, a valuable nutritional supplement. Small value of cold medicine residue containing a large amount of acidic fruit and vegetable extracts. Appears to be a specially prepared medicine from the Office of Forensic Science. Now his testimony. When Dr. Shiroyama came to deliver the medicine, I consulted him about a health supplement. Dr. Shiroyama said fish liver paste could help boost his immune system, so I went to the forensic office to retrieve some and gave it to Master Takatsukasa. I murdered Takatsukasa Isamu. I poisoned his cold medicine. Though he appeared to be honest and honorable in public, in secret he asked me to search out a new type of poison to get rid of those who opposed him. He also said that if I refused, he would have me thrown in prison. He used my family to blackmail me. He left me with no choice. I killed him with the type of poison that I had someone purchase for me at the International Trade Association. To protect myself, I later framed my colleague Ryuji.
This is the key to proving that Shiroyama was the murderer, right? That is, if he was telling the truth, of course.
I don't think he was. It's weird to just confess like that. Isamu's message. A note plays with Shiroyama's testament. After comparing the handwriting, it was confirmed that to have been written by the deceased. Shiroyama, long time no see. I trust the thing I asked you for is in progress. I paid a visit to your home today while you weren't around. Thankfully, your wonderful wife welcomed me in. She's a fine woman, a perfect match for you. Your wife is 5 months pregnant, I believe. Fancy that, my wife too. I took the liberty of returning once more to provide her with some health supplements. Even helped administer them to her myself. She was most grateful indeed. You will be equally grateful to me, no doubt. Then don't keep me waiting.
Takatsukasa Isamu seems like a thoughtful person, but something about the tone sounds weird.
Yeah, it kind of sounds threatening in some sort of weird way. For the crime of premeditated murder, Ryuji is ordered to remain in temporary incarceration awaiting trial. This file shall be kept as evidence. Signed, Kujo-sara.
Wow, Ryuji's conviction really was signed by Kujo-sara. But now we know she had it wrong.
Interesting. The suspect, Shiroyama, 22 years old, forensic doctor, a subordinate of the deceased Takatsukasa Isamu. Shiroyama grew to resent his boss. Following conflict at work, he then secretly brought a bottle of poison to kill him in revenge. Unused poison was later found in the suspect Shiroyama's... This is the exact same thing. In his testament, he confessed to having planted the poison found in Ryuji's house. For the crime of premeditated murder, Shiroyama is hereby sentenced to death. Punishment cannot- Wait, they have the death sentence here? Oh, Jesus. Punishment cannot be carried out as the subject ended his own life before the execution could take place. This file shall be kept as evidence. Signed, Kujo-sara. On the toxin that caused Takatsukasa Isamu's death. An odorless, tasteless, and inert substance. Soluble in water, but insoluble in other substances. Has the properties of a synthetic toxin. It appears as a fine, white, powdery substance in its normal state. Tentative name, white powder. I know some other white powders, that's, Anyway. The station has investigated the ledgers of all domestic commerce guilds. No transaction records for such an item was found. Research log from the Office of Forensic Science. It's blank. Looks like someone tore out a few pages.
Huh? That's weird.
I'm so confused. There's something not adding up here, but I can't really tell what it is.
So, what did you find? Have you come to a conclusion?
No, I have come to the conclusion that I don't know shit and I'm not cut out for this work. Help me, please. Yes, I did. No, I didn't actually, but...
Really? You found the criminal's motive and means that quickly?
I didn't. I lied to you.
Alright, let's talk about the motive first. What clue reveals the criminal's motive?
Okay. Oh my god, this is so hard. Okay, let me think. His testament and his message. Oh, that makes sense. Yes.
Excellent work. According to the victim's message, the two had deep conflicts. Although we cannot confirm whether the poison had been requested by the victim or not, it is true that Isamu used Shiroyama's family to blackmail him.
Yes.
Such circumstances could be enough motive for Shiroyama to commit the crime.
Game is helping me. I see my brain's working in some sort of way.
Isamu was essentially implying, I can put anything in your wife's supplements at any time. If you really care about her safety, then get me what I want.
So scary! Your assumption sounds like a real threat! You're not really that dark inside, are you?
You don't really catch criminals by standing in the light, do you?
What is that supposed to mean, bestie?
So, what did you find? Have you come to a conclusion?
The means. The means of the crime. No. I'll keep looking.
Sure.
Could have been in the fish paste thing. I poisoned his cold medicine. But the thing is, it would be the white thing, right? So this doesn't connect with what's in his system. Does it? Or is that just me being stupid? Soluble in water, but not with other substances. So was the cold medicine like a liquid? A white powdery substance in normal states. No transaction record was found of it. Something ain't adding up!
Yikes!
I guess this is a novel toxin, and then this is... And this is a synthetic toxin. Right? So that's a different toxin. It's all three of these, I think, right? Wait, it's the autopsy? Definitely the autopsy. His statement is like, yes, it's this one.
Bingo! The autopsy report confirms that the cause of death was a special toxin.
Yeah.
The testament indicates that Shiroyama used his position as a forensic expert to mix the toxin into the cold medicine taken by the deceased.
See, I don't think that one, though.
But is that really the truth?
I don't think so.
Is it not possible that the toxin was mixed into the fish liver paste?
That's what I was thinking.
Well, according to the toxicology report, this white powder only dissolves in water. Neither rice nor the fish liver paste could be used as a carrier of the toxin. The cold medicine was the only option.
Oh, so it was... See, with cold medicine, in my mind, medicine are pills, so not fluid, but I guess this one was. Okay.
Whoa! So the murderer really was Shiroyama!
I still think his letter was really sus, though.
Yep. Pretty clear cut, wouldn't you say? Look, I really don't know what Sango is so suspicious about.
I know. It's just sus. Something ain't right.
Yeah, it's pretty clear cut. Huh. You could say it's almost too clear cut.
Yeah, wait, I still have some questions.
Oh? Well, let's hear them. Maybe I have answers. What's bugging you?
A lot, actually. Okay, wait. Why is research log of the Office of Forensic Science blank? Did someone tear out some pages? That is indeed very weird. The toxicology report mentioned that this poison isn't sold anywhere in Inazuma, but should say that it was bought at the... Yes, exactly. That's what I was thinking as well. Based on the convictions written by Kujisara for... The two committed the same crime. Why are they punished different? I want to know this one first.
Maybe the report was wrong. The International Trade Association is a gathering place for merchants from all over. Countless merchants pass through the port of Rito every day. It's natural for there to be a couple of missing records here or there.
Okay. But why is the research log from the Office of Forensic Science blank? Did someone tear out some pages?
This also puzzles me. Maybe someone doesn't want us being privy to the content inside, or maybe Shiroyama tore a bunch of pages out by accident. But regardless, this isn't essential to the case.
And based on the convictions written by Kujisara for Ryuji and Shiroyama, the two committed the same crime, but why are their punishments different?
Very nice. Top marks for attention to detail. It doesn't have any real bearing on the case, but let me explain how that works for you. So, how would she respond to a case filled with unanswered questions and no confession from the suspect?
Oh, you mean...
Exactly. Before she signed it, she changed Ryuji's conviction from the death sentence to temporary incarceration.
I see.
Ryuji escaped a disastrous fate without ever realizing it. Had Madame Kujo-Sara not changed his sentence, Sango would have been seeking justice for a dead man.
Oh my.
What do you think? Case closed?
No.
Paimon still feels like something doesn't add up. But then again, give us all the files the police station had.
I mean, we've seen everything that the police station has. Now I see the problem.
I don't follow. Enlighten me.
At the detective agency, you told Sango I've disclosed everything the police station has on this case. When we started to look at the files, you said to us everything loud out here is all that the police station has about the case. Just now, you said it again. You've checked all the material the police station has.
Huh, right. Why do you keep emphasizing police station every single time?
You tell me. Why do I keep emphasizing police station every time?
I don't like your tone, mister. Because you're trying to hint that there is other information that the police station doesn't have.
So we're finally here, huh? I was starting to think our investigation was about to end a little early.
Hell no.
That would have been a real shame. Man alive, you finally saw through my little game. You're absolutely right. There is other information that the police station doesn't have. Reason being? It's my own evidence. And this evidence should help answer a couple of your questions more clearly.
Oh, an ideal detective I am. Correctly analyze the motives and truths behind the crime the first time. I did! The first time! First try, bitch! First try! I'm a detective now. This is actually so fun. I love this. Find a quiet place where we can do quiet things.
This is a quiet spot. Let's talk here.
Sounds good.
All right. Here's the secret I've been keeping all along. The torn out pages from the research log of the Office of Forensic Science.
You have them?
Great! But Paimon can't believe you kept this a secret all this time!
It's not like you think. I wasn't the one who tore out the pages.
Uh-huh, but who it was?
Look, just read it over first.
Okay. Acidic nutrients extracted from the Sensedia were mixed with the oil extracted from the fish liver. I knew it was the fish! When the mixture was purified, the formation of a fine, powdery substance was observed. The mixing and purification procedure was then repeated, but replacing the Sensedia with concentrated Sensedia juice and the fish liver with concentrated fish liver paste, a large quantity of the powder substance was produced. When force bores were administered this dose, the time to death was reduced from 1 week to a few hours. See appendix to lethal doses analysis. Researcher Shiroyama. Alright.
Finished? Do you see now?
I think.
The method used by the perpetrator to commit his crime wasn't by putting the white powder in the cold medicine.
It was in the fish liver paste. He put it in the fish liver paste. Wait, did I not read it correctly?
Oh, wait, what?
Oh.
Where'd you conjure that answer up from? Try again.
I'm sorry, I'm stupid. The cold medicine and the fish liver paste were mixed to form the white powder.
That's correct. The white powder was Shiroyama's invention. As a forensic doctor, he provided a special cold medicine for Takatsukasa Isamu. The autopsy report showed that this medicine contained a high volume of acidic fruit and vegetable extracts. Then, he tricked Ryuji into sending fish liver paste to Takatsukasa Isamu. When the two substances were taken together, a toxic dose of the substance formed in his body. This is the real modus operandi.
So why didn't Tsuruyama admit this in his testament? There was no need for him to hide it.
It was not him who wanted to hide it, but the person pulling the strings behind him.
Huh. You mean there was someone else pulling the strings?
Probably.
Aren't you curious where I found these pages from the research log?
I am.
It was in Kujo Takayuki's secret warehouse.
Okay.
After I found the missing pages, I did some digging around and found out that Shiroyama had worked for Kujo Takayuki before joining the police station. Madame Kujo Sara put me in charge of building a case against Kujo Takayuki. I found a huge stash of fish liver paste in his secret warehouse. Nothing hugely incriminating about that, of course, but I still took the trouble to open each and every package until finally, I had to concede that this really was just a huge stash of fish liver paste. But then, underneath the floor tiles, where the fish liver paste was stacked, I found a secret compartment with this torn-off research report lying inside.
So it was him who wanted to frame Ryuji all along.
Takatsukasa Isamu, for whatever reason, noticed Shiroyama's talent as a forensic doctor and asked him to develop a special poison on his behalf.
Yes.
But Shiroyama was already working for the Kujo clan, so he refused. Takatsukasa Isamu wasn't about to take no for an answer, and that's where things took a dark turn. He twisted Shiroyama's arm by making a veiled threat to harm his family. All Shiroyama could do was to secretly report everything to Kujo Takayuki. When Takayuki learned what was happening, he instructed Shiroyama to pretend to cooperate with Takatsukasa Isamu, then kill the latter with the white powder once it was fully developed. Meanwhile, Ryuji's only role in this case was to deliver the fish liver paste to Takatsukasa Isamu on Shiroyama's orders, completely unaware of the fact that he was being used as a pawn and that this was a key ingredient needed to create the poison. After the incident, Kujo Takayuki hoped to make Ryuji the fall guy, until the death sentence was stalled when it reached Madame Kujo Sara. In the meantime, Sango had begun her own investigation. Kujo Takayuki grew nervous that the truth would get out, so he threw Shiroyama to the wolves, hounding him to death and erasing all traces of contact between the two.
Damn.
And yet, he wanted to keep this secret formula, so he hid it. Greedy guy, that Takayuki. He must have wanted to have it on hand just in case he needed to employ it again in the future, and make someone else disappear.
This Kujo Takayuki is an evil lunatic! We've gotta report this to A. Whatever his current punishment is, it needs to be 10 times worse!
Yep.
That would be practically impossible. One research log found in his warehouse doesn't prove anything. Even I can think of 100 excuses.
Ugh.
Besides, Ryuji directly contributed to Takatsukasa Isamu's death by delivering the fish liver paste to him. The fact that he was unaware of the true nature of the situation doesn't matter.
Oh, so you're protecting him by not saying anything.
But he's still innocent, right?
Legally speaking, the judge would most likely rule that it was accidental. But in practice, Ryuji may still have to end up shouldering some responsibility.
So basically, you've been hiding the truth all this time to protect Ryuji.
Aww.
Mental trauma doesn't heal as easily as physical wounds. My biggest worry is that Ryuji would struggle to cope if he knew the truth. If he found out the facts about Takatsukasa Isamu, I'm afraid it would crush him.
So, why are you revealing the truth to me today?
Well, as you can see, I'm a little less confident than people might think. To prevent Ryuji from getting hurt, I covered up the truth. But by doing so, have I held him back?
I don't know.
Did I do the right thing? I couldn't turn to anyone for help, and everyone around me thinks I'm so smart, that I should just be able to handle every case on my own. Even if I tried to discuss it with them, they'd just say, "Don't be ridiculous, Mr. Heizou, no problem's too difficult for you." But you're different. Unlike them, you don't have that kind of prejudice towards me.
Mm-hmm.
You've traveled far and wide and have had all kinds of experiences. It must have taught you a lot.
It has.
Most importantly, my intuition tells me that you're someone special, that I can trust you and that you can help me. Right?
I'll try.
So, I'd like you to be the one to decide whether we should expose the truth or not.
I need to think about that.
Oh, you don't need to tell me what you decide, and you certainly don't need to decide right now. Let's just say I'm leaving this teensy tiny matter up to you.
It's not that teensy tiny, is it?
All right, let's head back to the detective agency. You can mull it over on the way. Once you've made up your mind, just tell Ryuji and Sango your verdict.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's too much pressure! I think he needs to know. Does he need to know? He's been trying to protect him, right? But he's not some baby. He needs to know the truth. Heizou, why are you doing this to me? You motherfucker. We're telling him the truth.
Hey, Traveler. Hey, Detective Heizou.
Hi.
Don't worry, just tell us your findings. Everyone trusts you, as do I.
I feel so much pressure. Oh my god. I can't. I know, okay, best thing, he needs to know. He needs to know. I got a heart for that.
But how? How could this be?
Huh. So, that's what really happened?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Ryuji, I know it's hard to accept, but...
Wait a minute. Sorry, I have quite the stomach ache. Sango, can I take the day off?
I'm sorry.
Sure, of course. Take the week if you need it.
Just give him some time to himself. I think he'll eventually come to accept it.
I'm still a little worried, though. What if he doesn't come to work tomorrow?
Then we'll go to him. Don't you worry about that, Sango. You need some time to process all of this, too.
You literally just went, you can take the week off if you want. She's like, what if he doesn't come to work tomorrow? That would be your own fault, wouldn't it?
I'm at a loss for words right now. Please, just leave me be.
Oh, I don't like hurting people. Heizou, why are you doing this to me? Oh, Jesus Christ.
It seems he'll be fine.
Is he not here?
He went over to Netsuke Nogen Crafts to buy something.
Let's go find him then. Shall we?
Before you go, Heizou, I kind of understand now what you meant when you left.
Oh, really? I'm happy to hear you say that. All right, time to find Ryuji.
What did he say?
Wait, aren't you going to say Ryuji?
Yeah, but what did Heizou say to you when he left the agency?
Huh. Now that I think about it, it's like a slap in the face. He said, some things will always be more important than the truth.
Ah! I love him. I'm gonna cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Jesus Christ. Who's he talking with? Who's this little fella?
There's Ryuji! With a little kid, too! Is he buying our toys?
Is that the guy's kid? Is that the murdered
Uncle
dad's kid?
Ryuji, was my daddy handsome? I've never seen what he looked like.
Stop.
Also, it's not uncle. Call me brother.
You
Oni-chan!
look so old.
Well, I'm still your brother.
Welcome to Netsuke no Gen.
Oh,
We can make things other than
look at Paimon! Paimon's here! Some things will always be more important than the truth. I am sad. That line, oh my god. I don't know why I'm freaking out about it so much. I like it. Oreo! Hi buddy! Hello! Hello, Busty!